I want to build a treehouse today. Don't ask me why. I just want to build a treehouse. I've always kind of wanted to build one, and I never really found the appropriate spot. Fun fact: I actually was gonna build one right outside these doors right here. This build right here originally was gonna be a treehouse, but I scrapped the idea, obviously, and I'm glad I did because it allowed me to expand the base. But after 1.17 or 1.18, my world kind of got corrupted a little bit, and for whatever reason, a birch forest decided to generate right here in my mega taiga. It's just like rectangular area, and I never knew what to do with it. So I think I'm gonna renovate it and build a treehouse in the middle. I always hated it because it kind of cut off this river that goes throughout my biome. So first order of business, I'm gonna take care of this. That way I have peace of mind. And then I'm going to clear out some of these trees and start work on a treehouse. Alright, it is by no means perfect, but I have once again connected these rivers. I I cleared out a lot of dirt and stone because I had to obviously replace all the stone with dirt. I also bone milled it, so I have a little bit of coral. Don't have too much of that in my world, so that's nice. This is 0, by the way, right here where this lantern is at. I always forget this is out here. But anyways, let's start work on this tree house because I want to put it dead center in the middle of this like grove area. I'm thinking like right here is where I'm going to put it. So let's start clearing out all of these trees and kind of getting the foundation of this tree house built. I kind of drew up a mock of what I want this tree house to look like. It's growing on me. It definitely needs some work. But this is kind of like the blueprint of what I want to build. It's not going to be block for block, but I got like this little house on top that I really like. But I'll see what I can come up with. It's a new morning in the world, and it's time to get to work. Might have to go gather some dark oak because I want to build this out of dark oak, and it figures I don't have any. Gonna have to run back home and see. I've mentioned this before, but I wouldn't mind building another chest room, a chest room version 3, because originally this is the very top of my house, and now it's kind of in the middle. So I wouldn't mind building another chest room somewhere else. The first blocks have been placed. Now I just kind of like create like an organic shape for this thing. Organic shapes, they come and go. Sometimes they're really easy to do, and sometimes they're a lot harder to do. I want the interior to be decently big, not too big, and that's the problem. I think that's a decent shape. Alright, it's quite large. A lot larger than the one I had in my creative world, but that's a lot more room inside. A lot more possibility. The new update is out. I keep forgetting it's out because it's kind of a minor update in my opinion. Like, I think it's kind of cool they're updating stuff like that. The baby mobs, so that is. They're cute. Some of the models, in my opinion, are a little bit iffy, like the baby zombie. They might grow on me, might not. I love the baby chickens though. They're so cute. Actually, they look like baby chickens instead of just micro versions of the adults, which that kind of had some charm to it. Like the baby turtles, I kind of missed those. Like, I thought it was kind of funny how small they were, as well as the villagers. I don't really like their model. I don't like how that's symmetrical. That doesn't need to be symmetrical. This needs to come in a block, and this needs to come down a block. I don't know. This is hard. I don't really like designing trees. I'm gonna shot myself in the foot here because now I don't have too much room inside. What does that look? It's important when you're designing trees to kind of get all angles, because even though it might look good from one angle, another angle it might look bad. But so far, as like a tree stump, as like a base, I think it's coming together. I just gotta figure out how high I want the trunk of the tree to be. How's that? No, I don't like that at all. This is way too wide. This needs to come in a couple blocks. I just shave off a couple. That's a little bit better. Now that's even. I don't like that. Get rid of that. Get rid of those. Maybe get rid of all of this. That's better. I like that. Maybe it can come out just a little bit. Yeah, that's better. I'm actually not going to make this too tall. I'm going to keep it kind of stubby. So I think straight away I'm going to start designing a branch or two. Now, branches are kind of hard. It's like you gotta make them. They're just hard to make. I really hate making custom trees. They're just such a pain in the butt, but they're so rewarding. Like, once you successfully build a custom tree, I suck at it, and it's something I need to work on because I like the finished product. Like, I have some custom trees around my house, and yeah, they're kind of block for block copy. There's like hardly any variation in them, but I like them. This, I don't know how I feel about so far. It's definitely gonna be a small tree, and I'm fine with that because the emphasis is going to be on the actual tree house, not so much the tree. So I think I'm gonna throw in some more branches. I like where this is going so far. Maybe this one can go up a block. I think we're gonna have one that's kind of straight up like that. How does that look from down here? I'm kind of scared. It's interesting. It's definitely interesting. It looks like a tree. I mean, I think it does anyways. I think these branches need to be a block or two longer. That's better. I think once I get some leaves put in, it's really gonna start coming together. Let's go ahead and do that. I need a branch right there. There definitely needs to be a branch right there. I'm gonna get the floor and the door put in. That way I can design a staircase that allows you to get up into the actual treehouse, and then I can work on the floor plan. Question is though, I know what door I'm gonna use. I'm gonna use a dark oak door, but I don't really know what floor to actually use, and I think I'm gonna go with mangrove. I really love the way mangrove looks. Mangrove logs, I should say. Yeah, I like that a lot. It's coming together. My little treehouse is coming together. I love it. Got the floor in. Now let's throw together a staircase. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna use screws. Get the staircase installed. It just wraps around a central pillar and comes up here. I got some pillars for the actual treehouse, and it's kind of small. I wish it were bigger. I'm gonna try and make it bigger because I want as much room in here as I can possibly get. I think I'm gonna use the same blocks I used for the floor. Mangrove wood. How's that for a treehouse? I think this is plenty of space. How does it look from down below? That's the question. Can't even see it. Maybe from over here? No, well, I don't have any of the walls up, so I don't really expect to see it. I can kind of see it there, but that's okay. I kind of want it poking out. I think that'd be kind of cool. I can put stairs on the bottom of this just to kind of give it some support. Not sure how that's gonna look, but it's all trial and error. If something doesn't work, then you try again. Trying to leave as many limbs as possible because I think it just adds to the whole natural aesthetic. Then maybe you can also just do another line. Wait a minute, that's supposed to be, it's supposed to be here. 2 blocks, 2 blocks, not 2 blocks. Where did I go wrong? Oh, all right. Now, what does it look like from down below now that I got some walls and supports up? Oh, it's definitely visible now. Definitely visible now. That's good. Maybe. I think it's time for an update. Get the roof in. I wanted it to kind of look like it was like thrown together and it's kind of like shabby. And I think I accomplished this somewhat. It is really big, like the actual treehouse. So I'm gonna have to spice up the leaves quite a bit. Kind of wish I made this taller, but oh well. For like my first treehouse, I think it's coming together. I need to add some more limbs. All right, it is almost done. My first treehouse is almost done. I shimmied up the trunk a little bit. It was too wide. I did a lot more leaves. The inside's a little bit more cramped now, but that's okay because like that's not really the main point of this build, the actual tree houses. I also added 3 branches inside the actual house. I think it really kind of sells the idea that like, you know, the house was built inside the tree instead of the tree being built around the house. I don't know. I like it. It also allows me to kind of put out some leaves on the same level as the house, and it just fills in the tree a lot more. I'm gonna add the windows now. Alright, windows are in. It's quite cozy in here. Let's get some decorations in, and then I think I'm gonna call it the end of this episode. Dang, it's really coming down outside. Good thing I'm nice and safe inside my treehouse. Yeah, I don't think I'm going outside. What you think? I love it. I love how cramped it is in here. I love how I have the bed kind of like elevated up here on this branch. I love it. It came out so nice. At least I think so anyways. Put on the bookshelf, an armor stand, cyan candles, a copper chest, a pot with a tree on it. I just really love this build so much. I haven't really done anything down below. It's kind of dark down here. But yeah, there it is. There is my treehouse. I think it turned out fantastic. It's so cozy. I think that is going to mark the end of episode 11. If you stayed to the end, I appreciate it. Genuinely, I do. Thank you. Go build your own treehouse in your own survival world, or do it in creative. Whatever floats your boat. But I'll catch you next time. Hope you have a great day. And yeah, see you in episode 12. Bye.